days
Yeah.
in married life, 18 days.
Well, that's why I always like to check in on people later, because sometimes I see them when they're, you know,
Look like a bulldog, huh?
yeah, right.
No, I'm very happy. I'm still pinching myself that somebody would be willing to tolerate me.
Well, I thought you were a very nice couple. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you very much. And thank you again for performing this ceremony.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Okay, I'm gonna start recording here. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Sure.
Oh, one more thing, and I don't care if it's recorded or not. Did I send that issue about the legislature codifying virtual hearings to you? Did it get to the right email address?
Yes.
No, I mean, I know you, Alan, did you get yours?
Yes, I did. And it'll be interesting to see how they get past the constitutional confrontation clause, at least for trials. I think they can do everything else.
Yeah, and I think they're not going to try to do trials that way.
That makes sense.
What I hear from the backside of all of this is that trials are just about to go back to like they should be.
Right.
Because I don't think you can. It's been upheld several times that you have the right to confront witnesses. You know,
yeah.
I mean, since this has come along. So, and I just don't.
And that is important. I mean, people say and do things differently when they're, in the presence of somebody than they do behind their back.
Absolutely. Well, we trial lawyers know that. So I'm sure that, I'm sure that they know it too. And like I say, I don't think they're working towards that at all. But this, they are.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, especially for people out of town, especially for me out here at DFW Airport, where people don't want to fly back from Minnesota or India or wherever.
Right. And something else that I'm just curious about is if they're going to make the option the defendant's option and not ours. That'll be interesting to see.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't, because there are some people. I mean, we recently had a request for a. I didn't read it. Monica sent it to me, but I saw your answer and it looked great. But wanted it in person, and we'll certainly give that person in-person hearing. But I think the vast majority of people are happy like it is. Yeah.
I think for me, right now I'm doing everything in person.
Yeah.
Back the way it was. And if they did codify it, I mean, I would allow it. I would set aside a whole different day for just doing virtual. My only issue is I don't want to mix them. I don't want to have a live, person here and then go to a virtual. I just want to have like an all virtual or an all live,
I completely agree.
Because it would get really confusing and people leaving and coming in. And anyway.
Exactly. All right. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I'm ready.
All right.
All right. First one is Robert Kammerdiner. Kamm.
Thank you very much. I was fixing to ask you that.
You're welcome.
See, you women, y'all anticipate what us men need. Sometimes we don't even know it, That is an interesting name. Oh, Mr. Kammerdiner, if you can, yep, you turned on your mic. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Good afternoon. My name's Alan Whalen. I'm the prosecutor with the city of Reno. Looks like you had a no insurance ticket. How do you plead to that, sir?
I had insurance at the time. I was just switching insurance. I have insurance now. I'm guilty, I guess, because it was like a couple days lapse. So
I got you. Okay. Well, the good news is there aren't any more points in Texas, so this won't go, towards any points or mandatory surcharges because, previously this would have been a mandatory amount. But anyway, just to as far as the fine goes, it's $431. Is that something you can pay today or the next couple of days, or do you need some time?
I wanted to see if I could get some time on that. I'm in the transition of moving, and it's just right now it's just hectic. Otherwise, I'd be able to pay it I was guilty. So, I mean, yeah, if I could have some time, that'd be great.
Okay.
mean-
How much time you think? A couple of months, maybe?
If that's possible, that'd be great. I'm just trying to get, like I said, moved, and that would
Okay.
help a lot if you could do that.
Okay. I'm gonna
I don't
put
mind
down
paying.
you're putting no contest, requesting deferred disposition. Reason I'm saying deferred disposition, even though this isn't a moving violation, it is one that if you needed time to pay and needed more than 30 days, there'd be an additional $15 time to pay fee. But by
Okay.
doing deferred, you can avoid that time to pay fee.
Okay.
Okay.
I appreciate
So
it.
we'll make the 431 doing 60 days. Just don't get another ticket for the next 90 days. Okay.
I understand.
All
Yeah,
right.
I've got
Well,
interest, so it's no problem.
yeah, really. Well, we'll invite Judge Minter to join us. I'll explain to him the offer I made to you. He's going to ask you how you plead. You can either plead guilty or no contest, either way. And
Should I plead no contest?
that's up to you.
I mean, I'm not sure what to plead. I mean, I'm guilty. So, I mean, it's just no contest, I guess.
All right. Well, again, that's your choice if you want to plead guilty or not, or no contest, or even go back to not
Okay.
guilty. But anyway, Judge Minter, this is Robert Cameradiner. I hope I'm saying that close to right.
Yes, it's
Mr.
Cameradiner, but
All right. Mr. Cameradiner is pleading
Thank you.
guilty or no contest. I offered him deferred disposition because he's got insurance now. He said this was just a lapse while he was changing policies. He's going to pay $431 in 60 days and be on deferred for 90 days.
Sir, is that your agreement with the prosecutor?
yes, Your
All
Honor.
right, and to that agreement, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty, no contest. I don't know which one to plead. I'm not really
The
sure.
same one.
It's the same one, sir. And I'll accept your plea. We'll enter the agreement in the records court. Thank you very much and good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Cameradiner, this is Monica. I'm with the City of Reno Municipal Court. I'll be in touch with you later today or tomorrow to review your plea and judgment and answer any questions you have and discuss payment options, okay?
Okay, I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, sir. You have a good afternoon. You're free to go.
You too, ma'am. Appreciate it.
All right, next one is Vicki Cranston,
Also with a K or C?
Ranson.
I don't see a Vicki Cranston on my docket.
Don't.
No, what's your name, ma'am?
Vicki Cranston?
Ranson.
Yes, ma'am.
I sent you the wrong docket.
You sit on yours?
Yeah,
On?
I
No?
added her. No, it's okay.
You added her, is that right?
No, I did yesterday, but I guess I just sent you the wrong docket.
Okay, no, that's okay. Ms. Cranston, I'm Alan Whalen, I'm the prosecutor. I'm gonna need to ask Ms. Parsons a couple of questions about your citation, okay?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Parsons, what type of ticket does Ms. Cranston have?
Ms. Cranston has 3 citations, one for no operator's license. Received in June of 2022, all 3 of them. The second one was no motor vehicle registration, unregistered, and then no proof of insurance. And she owes a total of $944.80.
But she hasn't previously entered a plea on those, is that correct?
She has not.
Okay, all right, Ms. Cranston, you heard what you're charged with, and you probably already got a ticket or have a ticket for all those.
Yes,
How do
sir.
you plead to that?
I'm guilty. I don't have no license. I didn't have no insurance, and my truck is not registered.
Okay, all right, well, and you heard how much it was, $944.80.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of money. Do you think you could make payments, monthly payments?
I don't have a job. I don't receive anything but food stamps. I'll try my best. I will, because I don't want to go to jail.
Right, right. Okay. Now, one other option might be community service where you could help with like the Reno Food Pantry or would you be able or willing to do something like that?
I don't have no driver's license. I don't want to drive anymore.
Where do you live?
I live in Boyd. I've
I
never
bet
had a driver's license.
Okay. Well, maybe Boyd has something similar to this. Maybe they have some, do you live near like do they have like an animal shelter there or any type of
I live in the boonies.
in the boonies?
Yes, off of New
Yeah.
Hope Road.
Yeah, I don't know where that is, but I know lots of people who live in Boyd and I know there's some out of the way places over there.
Right.
Well, what if I do this? What if I offer you payments or community service if you need to? Maybe you can get a ride to go do community service or something.
Yes, sir.
And you know, maybe on the weekends or during the week or whenever you just can get a ride. Because $944.80, if you divide that by 12 hours and 50 cents, that would be 76 hours of community service.
Great. Goodness. Can I
Yeah.
ask why is it so high?
Well, you've got a no driver's license, a no registration, and a no insurance. And so all those, they probably went to warrant because you didn't show up previous to today.
Oh, this
Uh,
was the only notification I got. That's on my ticket. It says the date is today.
No, the no operator's license was $281.90. No registration was $231.90. Then the proof of insurance is $431.
Okay, I'm sorry, Ms. Cranston, all those are normal fines. So those aren't
Oh.
additional fines with warrants or anything on them. So
Okay,
that's
thank
just a
you.
standard
You scared me.
fine. Yeah, no. I apologize.
That's
Because,
okay.
I just thought based on what you're saying, you thought it was higher than what you expected it to be. So,
If I get my driver's license and insurance, does that mean anything? Or is this over with now that I accepted the plea in the community service?
well, nothing's over until I'm the prosecutor and the judge will come on here in a second. I'll tell him how you're pleading guilty and I'll tell him about your situation and I'll recommend, do you think you could do 50 hours a month or 4 hours of community service, hopefully?
4 hours a day or when I can, because I live on a man's property and I'm the caretaker here in exchange for room and board. So I can do 4 hours there and then I have to come and do my chores and stuff here.
It's not 4 hours a day. I'm saying 4 hours a month.
Oh, 4 hours a month. Yes, sir. I misunderstood you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that way you can come and do what you can when you can, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Well, now these will go on your record. So are you in the process of getting a driver's license or anything? Or you've just never had one?
Yes, I've been studying the book, but I don't feel confident. I'm kind of illiterate. I can't read that well or spell. So
Okay.
I'm having a hard time trying to understand the book. I mean, I have common sense to know how to, drive.
Right.
It's just the wording part and the stuff you got to read on the computer or however Texas does their driver's license educate. I don't know. I've never
Okay.
had a license.
Okay. Well, with this going on your record, it could keep you from getting a license for a few months, okay?
Okay, sir.
But anyway, okay, we'll invite Judge Mentor to join us and I'll explain to him your plea and what I offered to you as far as the payments and all that. and he'll ask you to enter your plea again. You can say no contest or guilty, either way. And we'll see if he approves it, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, I'm here.
All right, Judge Minter, this is Miss Vicky Cranston. She was added to the docket yesterday. I don't know if you've got your docket in front of you, and it's probably up to date, but I guess I printed mine before she was added. Regardless, she has 3 violations: no driver's license, no motor vehicle registration, and no insurance. She's pleading no contest or guilty to all 3. The total of the fines are $944.80. But she's on governmental assistance. She just works at the place where she lives to afford to live there. And so I'm offering her a payment plan of $50 a month or 4 hours of community service a month in order to take care of this.
Ms. Cranston, is that your agreement with the prosecutor?
Yes, sir.
All right, is that agreement, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
All right, I'll accept your plea. We'll enter the record of the court. Mr. Whalen, when will her first payment be due?
If she can get the first payment in or the first 4 hours of community service within 30 days, that's what I'd recommend. But Miss Cranston lives out in the she said the boonies in Boyd. So I think it might take her a little while to find a place to do community service. But once she finds it, hopefully she can do it more frequently.
Okay, that'll be fine, Ms. Cranston. It'll be up to you. $50 for the 4 hours of community service, but please stay on top of it if you would, kind of help us be sure that we have our books.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, that'll be the order of court. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ms. Cranston, I'll be in touch with you either by phone, so I think I have your phone number now, or also be on the lookout for some mail, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Call you probably tomorrow to review the plea and judgment, answer any questions you have, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for your time. You're free to go.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Bye-bye.
All right, Lane Springfield.
Hello, Mr. Springfield, can you hear me?
Yes.
My name's Alan Whalen. I'm the prosecutor with the city of Reno. Looks like you received a speeding ticket, 51 and a 35, back on December 3rd
Yes.
of last year. How do you plead to that, sir?
I plead guilty.
Okay. And it looks like you're under 25. In fact, you're like 17?
Yes.
Okay. So with your age and that speed, you're required to take defensive driving school.
Okay.
But the thing is, you'd have to pay the court costs like within the next couple of days, which would be $144. Is that something you can do?
Yes.
Have you taken defensive driving school before for ticket dismissal?
No.
Because you can only do it one time per year for that purpose.
Okay. Yeah. I've never taken defensive driving.
Okay, then you're eligible to do that. You'd have 90 days to complete a 6-hour course. You'd also need to obtain a certified copy of your driving record to show you haven't taken defensive driving school anywhere else. As long as you turn both those certificate of completion and certified copy of your driving record in within 90 days, the citation won't go on your record. Is that what you're wanting to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we'll get Judge Minter to join us here in a moment. He'll ask you how you plead, and I'll explain to him the offer I made to you, and he'll ask you if you're in agreement with that, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck to you. Please slow down.
I will.
Okay. Hello, Judge Minter. This is Lane Hugh Springfield. He was speeding 51 and a 35. He is 17 years of age. He said he has not taken defensive driving school, so he's wanting to plead no contest, take defensive driving school straight, paying the $104. $144. Sorry, Ms. Parsons, didn't mean for you to jump out of your chair. Anyway, paying the $144 in the next couple of days. And then he understands he has 90 days to complete defensive driving school and get a certified copy of his driving record into the court.
Mr. Springfield, is this your agreement you made with the prosecutor?
Yes.
All right, and to that agreement, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Okay. I'll accept your plea. We'll enter it into the records of the court. Thank you very much and good luck to you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Mr. Springfield, I'll be in touch with you this afternoon or tomorrow to discuss the plea judgment and answer any questions you have, and also discuss the payment options, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
So much, you're free to go, sir. All right. All right, Cody Winquist, Winquist. Yes, two.
Hello, Mr. Winquist. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, my name's Alan Whalen. I'm the prosecutor with the city of Reno. Looks like you have a couple of violations, one for speeding and one for no driver's license. How do you plead to those?
No content.
Okay, and no contest, but that's okay, close enough. With your age, you are 18?
Yes, sir.
Okay. With your age, you're going to have to take defensive driving school regardless to keep a violation off your record. Have you taken defensive driving school for ticket dismissal before?
No, sir.
Okay, so you're eligible to do that. What that means is you'd have to pay $144 in the next couple of days as court cost. You'd also need to complete defensive driving school and present a certificate of completion within 90 days, and also get a certified copy of your driving record within 90 days to show you haven't taken defensive driving school for ticket dismissal anywhere else. Are you in the process of getting your driver's license?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How close are you to doing that?
I'm scheduled March 6th to get my permit.
Okay. Well, what I'll do is I'll let you take deferred disposition on that one, on the driver's license, because if it goes on your record, that would keep you from getting a license for the next 6 months. So that will be a condition of you getting your deferred disposition is to get a license within the next 60 days, okay? And also you need to pay that fine, which is $281.90. How can you pay that within the next couple of days, or do you need some time to pay that?
I need some time to pay that.
If I give you 60 days also, would that be enough time, you think?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then I'll make your deferred disposition period, the time to go without any other tickets, 90 days, okay?
Thank you.
All right, well, what'll happen is we'll ask Judge Minter to join us. I'll explain to him how you pled, sorry, and also explain the offers that I made to you. And he'll ask you again how you plead and if you're in agreement with that, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, we'll see if he agrees to it, which he probably will. All right, Judge Minter, we have Cody J. Winquist here. He is 18 years of age. He received a speeding ticket and a no driver's license ticket. He is currently scheduled to get his driver's license, at least complete whatever portion of the driving test or that he needs to complete here in March. So I'm recommending on the driver's license that he get deferred disposition, pay the $281.90 fine, and show proof of a current valid license within 60 days. and not getting more tickets for 90 days to keep that off his record, because if it goes on his record, he can't get a license for 6 months.
Right.
And then going to the speeding case, it's a 72 and a 35. And Mr. Winquist, I made a mistake. I didn't look at the speed when I said you had to take defensive driving school, which you do, but because of the speed, you're not eligible to take straight defensive driving school on that. So it's over double the speed limit. So I don't know if the judge would let you take defensive driving school along with deferred disposition to keep it off your record, but you sure do need to modify your driving behavior.
Yes, sir.
That's way, way too fast.
Well, you're right, Mr. Whalen. I will not. If he wants to, if you guys want to agree on what I might believe is a suitable amount of community service on that, then I might consider that. So, Mon, if you want to kick me back off and let the prosecutor talk to me.
I apologize, Judge. I just missed that. And Mr. Winquist, same thing. Yeah, when it's more than 25 miles per hour over the speed limit, the judge and I mean that's just too fast. I mean, people's lives are at stake, including your own, when you're going that fast. But anyway, if you would like to, you can still try to keep it off your record. Reading the tea leaves here, I think what the judge is saying that not only will you have to pay the full fine, the $369.90, but he's going to want you to do community service as well as a defensive driving school. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
How many hours?
And as far as the hours, you think you could do 20 hours in the next 3 months?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you can choose, where do you live?
I live in Weatherford.
Okay. Well, that's not too far from Reno. I know Reno has a food pantry. Weatherford may have other governmental nonprofit opportunities that I'm not aware of, such as animal shelter, their own food bank, any 501c3 nonprofit organization, you can perform community service there. But if you're in agreement with that, then we'll try again with Judge Minter and see if he'll agree to it. And I do apologize. I just didn't even look at the speed before
All right.
we started talking. So, all right. When he comes back, I'll explain to him the new deal.
How long before? So you have to pay both tickets?
It'll be 6 months deferred. Judge Minter, we rediscussed the speeding ticket. He's in agreement to pay the fine of $369.90 and perform 20 hours of community service in the next 90 days, as well as being on deferred disposition, meaning he cannot get any other tickets for the next 6 months, which means you need to modify your driving behavior, possibly substantially, Mr. Winquist.
Yes.
But as long as you do that, I'm sorry, if the judge agrees to it, as long as you do that, then the citation would remain off your record.
Cody, is that your agreement you made with the prosecutor?
Yes, sir.
To that agreement, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Okay. I'll accept your plea. We'll enter it into the records of court. Now, let me warn you one thing. All of this is contingent upon you providing a copy of a driver's license within the specified time. So don't let that get away from you.
Yes, sir.
All right. What the prosecutor's trying to do here is bending over backwards not to ruin your driving privileges. So let's be sure and stand up like an adult would and take care of our business. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, Cody. And it'll be the
Thank
order.
You're asking how long you have to.
All right, Cody, this is Monica. I'll be in touch with you later today or tomorrow to review your plea judgment, answer any questions you have, and discuss the payment options, okay?
Okay.
I'll call y'all, or y'all can come by tomorrow morning or whatever, but I can call y'all. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Thank you.
You have a good evening.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good luck to you.
Okay, real quick on him, it's the DS driving safety course, 90 days for the speeding, and the probation 180, and then community service within 90 days. And then
Okay.
on the operator's license, you, no contest, pay that one.
Get his driver's license, pay it within 60 days,
Gotcha. And
deferred
then
for 90 days.
perfect, thank you.
Now, going back to the speeding, getting his
Yes.
driver's license within 60 days is also a condition of that as well.
All right,
So he's gonna be paying a lot of money.
he is. They came in the other day and I said, well, and I had a little heart to heart with him too. His mama was with him. How can I
Well,
give-
sometimes it helps to hear from someone other than your parents.
I know, and I told him, I said, judges are very, very fair. The judge and prosecutor are great men. They're very fair. I said, but they're gonna have something to say about that speed.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't see that at first.
I'm sorry. I should have mentioned it before I brought him in.
No, you're fine. It's right there. I just didn't look at it.
All right, next one is Kelly Walden. And I don't know who that is because we don't have a Walden on here. Oh, we do.
Right. Yeah, I do.
I do too. All right.
Now, do you know while they're waiting in the waiting room, can they see how many other people are waiting? Oh, Mr. Walden, I presume it's Mr. I don't know. This is one of those names that can go either way. Can you hear me? Hello, Kelly Walden, can you hear me? If you can hear me, I can't hear you and I can't see your face. I don't know. It's a really, really dark room, it looks like. Ms. Parsons, can you hear him? Oh, he's connecting again. At least on my side.
Yeah, I show him connected. Audio check.
Kelly Walden, if you can hear me, can you unmute yourself?
I just unmuted.
Okay, and I can't see you very well. Is it possible to turn on another light or
Yeah,
something?
yeah,
There you go. Now I see
All
you.
right, I was facing the wrong way. Sorry about that.
No, perfect. Now I see you perfectly good. I'm Alan Whalen. I'm the prosecutor with the city of Reno. It looks like you have a no insurance ticket.
Yes.
And how do you plead to that? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty. No contest.
Okay. Do you have insurance now?
I haven't been able to get it since this is still in the process.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, the fine's $431. Are you working?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I tried to pay it, and then once I tried to pay it, I already had a court date set, and they had told me that I couldn't pay it until I had my date.
Okay. Well, it looks like you are 22.
Yes, sir.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, no, you can pay the 431. When do you have that where you could pay in the next couple of days, you think?
Yes, sir. I can pay by the end of the week.
Okay. Well, as long as you do that and don't get any more tickets for the next 90 days, then I'll recommend to the judge that it be deferred and not go on your record, okay?
All righty, sounds good to me. What are the payment methods?
Cash, credit card.
Okay, so if I were to go into Reno City Hall, I could pay cash.
Well, as long as you go to the municipal court. Yeah.
Okay.
And see Miss Parsons.
Miss Parsons.
Yeah, she's the one on the screen with us here.
All righty.
I don't know if you're on your iPhone, we may be so small that, you can barely see us, much less our names. So.
Yeah, I can only see you right now, so.
Oh, okay, you've got it on speaker only then. And that may be the way cell phones do it, so I don't know.
Right.
Okay, well, here in a moment, I'll ask, or Ms. Parsons will ask Judge Minter to join us, and I'll explain to him that you're pleading no contest on the insurance, going to pay $431 fine by the end of the week. And you're going to not get any more tickets for the next 90 days. And as long as you do that, then the ticket will be dismissed, okay?
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
Okay. Hello, Judge Minter. This is Mr. Kelly Walden. He received a no insurance ticket He's pleading no contest. He's asking to have till the end of the week to pay the $431. And I'm recommending that as long as he doesn't get another ticket, within the next 90 days, the ticket be dismissed after that.
Mr. Walden, is this your agreement you made with the prosecutor?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right, to that agreement, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
I'll accept your plea. We'll enter it into the records of the court. Thank you very much and good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Walden, this is Monica Parsons. I don't know if you can see me now, but I'll be in touch
Yes,
with you
ma'am.
later this afternoon or tomorrow to review the plea judgment, answer any questions you have, but also talk about the payment options, okay?
Okay, I think that is it. Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much. You're free to go, sir, and I'll be in touch.
Yes, ma'am. Thank, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Marco Swift. I don't know who this
Marcus,
is. Marco Swift.
I don't
have a-
see it. I don't have a Swift either.
Now, let's see who it is. Surprise visitor.
Do you have it on your docket?
Just could be somebody using somebody else's phone.
Yeah, that's true. Hello, Marco Smith, Swift, can you identify yourself, please? Marco Swift, if you can hear me, can you identify yourself? If you can hear me, I cannot hear you. Maybe, there you go. Hello, Marco Swift. Can you unmute your phone, please?
I just got it. Thank you. My
Okay.
name's, yeah, this is Anthony Curry. I apologize. The name, it's connected to my Google account. I didn't know that.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Let me get over to you. Yeah, we didn't have you on our docket, as Marco Swift, so.
Yeah, it was my first time using Zoom. I didn't know it would do that. And I was wondering what was taking so long. And I was like, I just thought about that. Maybe it was the name.
That's okay. You can always rename it. I think if you click on it, you should be able to rename it to whatever you want, but
Okay.
that's okay. We're good now. I'm Alan Wayland and I'm the prosecutor here with the city of
Okay.
Reno. Looks like you have a couple of tickets, no insurance and speeding. How do you plead to those, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
That'll be guilty, sir.
Okay. And it looks like you are older than 25, so you don't have to take defensive driving school if you don't want to. You still can, but since you don't have to, you can just pay the fine, and as long as you don't get another ticket, and the fine's $274.90. As long as you pay that, don't get another ticket, it won't go on your record.
Okay.
Same thing on the insurance. That's not a moving violation, but the fine's $431. So if you want to pay them both, it would be a total of $705.90. And if you need to pay them over time, that's fine too. Just let me know how often or how much, and we can go that way too.
Okay. That's what I was wanting to see if we could set up a sort of a payment plan.
Okay. Well, since the smaller one is a speeding ticket, do you think you could pay that one in like a couple of months?
Oh, yes. Yes.
$274.90?
I should have all of it paid within a couple months. Yes.
Okay. So do you want to just set that one up to pay it? When do you think you can pay the $274.90?
Possibly in the next month.
30
Within
days?
2 to 4 weeks. Yes.
Okay, I'll set it up as, or I'll recommend to the judge that it'll be 30 days to pay, 90 days deferred. And on the insurance, you said you need 60 days probably to pay that other 431?
Yes, give or take, about at the most.
Okay, then I'll recommend the same thing, except 60 days to pay and 90 days deferred on that, okay?
Okay.
All right, then we'll ask Judge Minter to join us. I'll explain to him the offers that I made to you. He'll ask you how you plead. You can plead guilty or no contest again, and he'll ask you to confirm if that was your agreement, the agreement I told you.
Okay. Okay.
Hello, Judge Minter. This is not Marco Swift. It is Anthony Curry. But regardless, Mr. Curry is pleading no contest to both his speeding ticket and his no insurance ticket. He's asking for 30 days to pay the speeding ticket, $274.90 within 30 days, and 60 days to pay the insurance ticket, the $431. And as long as he does both those and doesn't get any more tickets for 90 days, I'm recommending dismissal on both cases.
All right, sir, is that your understanding of the agreement you made with the prosecutor?
Yes, sir.
And to that agreement, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty, sir.
All right, I'll accept your plea. We'll enter it into the records court. Thank you very much. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Curry, I'm Monica Parsons. I'm the court clerk here in Reno. And I just want to let you know I'll be in touch with you this afternoon or tomorrow. To
Okay.
review your judgment and answer any questions you have, and also discuss the payment options with you, okay?
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you so much for your time, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, this one says BJ Armstrong. I think it's another incognito person. Or do we have an Armstrong? Oh, we do.
Joshua, yeah.
Just out of the loop today.
And I guess Joshua Brett, maybe. I don't know. Hello, Mr. Armstrong. Can you hear me? Even if you can you unmute yourself? Oh, you unmuted for a second and it went mute again.
That was my fault.
Okay. All right, Mr. Armstrong, can you hear me now?
I can.
All right, very good. I'm Alan Whalen. I'm the prosecutor. Are you driving right now?
Nope, I am sitting out in front of our shop.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you're making me nervous because you're moving around.
No, yeah, somebody was walking by trying to get a hold of me, and I told him I was on the phone. So
Okay, I got you. Well, again, I'm the prosecutor. I'm just here to go over your case with you before we ask Judge Minter to join us. It looks like you are older than 25 years of age. In fact, you're going to be 30 this year. Happy, just turned 29. I don't know what to tell you as far as that goes. But anyway, enjoy your last year before you turn 30. Those.
yeah, I'm
years,
trying.
Yeah, those 0 number years. Those are the hard ones sometimes. Anyway. But I've enjoyed several of them, and I'll tell you 30, I don't know that I remember 30 all that well. So anyway, you're charged with running a red light.
I am
How do you plead to that, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
not guilty.
Okay. And I'm not trying to talk you out of pleading not guilty. I'll tell you what your options are on that here in a second. But
Okay.
short of going to trial, you do have the possibility of keeping this off your record if you'd like to. You have it as a matter of right if you take defensive driving school, which you can take for any or no reason. And as long as you complete the 6-hour class, which can be online within 90 days, tickets dismissed. Doesn't go on your record. And you may get 10%, 20% off your insurance too. That's between you and your insurance company.
Did you say you could take it through Smith's or whatever?
Through you can do in classroom or you can do it online, either way,
Okay.
as long as it's a state of Texas approved course.
I got you.
Because of your age, you don't have to take defensive driving school anymore. You can
Yes,
just pay the fine. Pardon me?
He doesn't have a Texas driver's license. Do you, Mr. Armstrong?
No, I do not.
Oh, then you're not eligible for defensive driving school. Good catch, Ms. Parsons.
Okay.
So I won't give you that as an option. Now,
Well,
I'm just telling you that because that is deferred disposition is an option. That's where you pay the fine. But as long as you pay the fine and don't get another ticket, then the ticket doesn't go on your record. So the fine's $331.90. And I don't know if that's something you're familiar with in Arizona or not, but that's what we do here in Texas. You just have to pay the fine and then go a period of time without any other tickets. And it's kind of hoping to moderate your driving behavior,
I got you. So it's more of almost like, okay. So, and then how long do you got to go without getting a ticket or anything like that? Is there a time frame?
It depends on how much time you need to pay. If you can pay it today or within the next few days, it'd just be a month, 30 days. Or if you need more time than that, it could be 90 or 180 days.
Okay, so if you pay it, then it goes away after 30.
Right, and that's a benefit you get, mainly because of your age, but also because we figure you're probably not out getting tickets all the time, so,
Trying
you
to.
But anyway, now getting back to your initial plea, you
Uh-huh.
pled not guilty, which would mean you want a trial. And you're welcome to do that. Like I said, I'm not trying to talk you out of doing that, but I wanted to make you aware there was an option available short of going to trial to keep it off your record. Are you still interested in going to trial, or do you want to just try to keep it off your record?
Now, what does trial, I guess, entail?
In Texas, trial entails either going before the judge or you have the right to go before a jury in Texas. I know that's probably different than Arizona, but
Yeah.
either way, right now we're not having trials, but that could change anytime because of COVID. You know, we're getting
gotcha.
back to in-person stuff. So, but I think even with trials, it would have to be in person. So, are you coming back to Texas often? I mean, is that a
Yeah, I live
possibility?
now.
Oh, okay. Well, you need
yeah.
to get your driver's license changed. You only have 90 days.
I got an appointment.
Okay, okay. Get it taken care of. And plus, that'll give you the right to take defensive driving school in the future if you need it. Hopefully, you don't.
Yeah, hopefully not.
So anyway, which way would you like to go?
So if I pay it, it doesn't go on my record or anything. Then now if I go before a judge, what I guess do I show up and I guess show that or try to prove that I'm innocent, I guess?
No, sir, you just show up. You don't have to prove anything. That's up to me to prove through the officer that you were speeding or not. I mean, running the red light. Sorry, it's not speeding. So the burden of proof in Texas is on the state of Texas, which I'm representing today.
Yes.
So your only burden is to show up.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. And it's either pay the fine or don't pay the fine, or is there anything on top of that to say I went and move forward with that or no?
No, if you just want to pay the fine and agree to not get any more tickets for the next 30 days, that would be it. You just need to come in and pay the fine or work out arrangements to pay the fine.
Now, if I choose to go trial and I say was guilty or whatnot, do I still pay the $331.96, or do they add more fees onto that?
There could be additional fees if you go with a jury, the jury fees. As far as a bench trial, most likely the fine wouldn't change. I mean, it would be either, zero or the fine, because the judge sets the fines. So
yeah.
Now jury, they don't know. It could be more or less.
Yeah, and I don't want to get all that far into it. I mean, I'm just trying to avoid it on my record and avoid a fine if I can, since I mean.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. So,
right.
Now, so it's 331. Then now, if I take a defensive driving class, it goes down to how much?
Well, you're not eligible to take
that's right.
driving school until you have a Texas driver's license.
Man, so it's either pay or get screwed. Dang it.
No, I don't know.
I hear you.
I don't consider getting screwed. I mean, I guess is what I'm saying. It's either pay it or go to trial. And I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily.
No. Okay. Now, I guess so. I guess just pay it and then I guess move forward. So if I don't get any tickets, now is that in Texas or just Parker County, or is that in the city of Reno?
I'm supposed to tell you worldwide, but for practical purposes, within 30 days, there's probably no way we would know that. So yeah, just not in Reno, really.
Okay. I only drive through like one little section of it a day.
Okay. And I'm not outlawing you. I'm not trying to keep you from driving through Reno. Just go the speed limit and, slow down and stop if you can on yellow and, things like that.
Okay. Now, to pay the fine, do I just go down to the courthouse, I guess, this week or sometime? And
yes. Our Miss Parsons will talk to you about that after we speak to the judge here in a moment. Okay.
Okay.
She'll give you your options on that. Okay, then Ms. Parsons, if you could ask Judge Minter to join us, and I'll go over what we talked about, Mr. Armstrong, very much briefer, and he'll just ask you what your plea is, and you could say no contest are guilty either way, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Hello, Judge Mitchell. This is Mr. Joshua Brett Armstrong. He has running a red light ticket. He's pleading no contest, going to pay the fine of $331.90 within the next 2 or 3 days. And then he'll be on deferred disposition for the next 30 days, if you're in agreement with that.
Mr. Armstrong, is that your agreement with prosecutor?
Yes, sir.
And to that agreement, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, sir.
All right, sir. I'll accept your plea. We'll enter it into the records court. Thank you very much and good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Armstrong, I'm Monica Parsons. I'm the court clerk here in Reno, and I'm happy to give you a call this afternoon to review your plea and judgment, answer any questions you might have, and also discuss payment options, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
I'll be in touch with you soon, sir. Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time. You're free to go.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
How close are we being through, Monica?
4.
One more? Two more. Okay.
Cameron Luttrell, Luttrell.
Hey, these people moving around in cars make me nervous.
Looking for a charger.
Oh, okay.
Called me, said his battery's low. I said, see if you can find a charger. Tim next. And he found a charger.
Hello, Mr. Luttrell. This is Alan Whalen. I'm the prosecutor for Reno. Can you, you just unmuted yourself? Can you
Yeah,
hear me
no,
okay?
my bad. I haven't used it or used Zoom on this phone yet, and it's just freaking.
I have never been brave enough to try Zoom on a phone, you know.
Yeah, I didn't have much of a choice actually. When I got this ticket, my mother's phone was who I used, or the phone number I used to send the information to. And she sent me this text message this morning saying that I had to do this Zoom meeting today, so I didn't even know. So,
Okay. Well, what we'll do is I will go over your citations with you first before we ask Judge Minter to join us. And based on what we agreed to, I'll tell him what our agreement is, and he'll ask you how you plead and if you're in agreement with that. And if you are, then that's it for the day.
okay. Can I explain myself a little bit now, or should I wait to do that?
Well, sure, if you can do it real briefly. I mean, or I
Yes.
can just tell you what the options are.
Right, and I totally understand that I was in the wrong by driving without my tags. However, I think we're only a month out at the time. I don't drive the truck very often. It's a work truck really. And I should have had all the stuff, insurance and tags, but I'm in a rut right now and I'm trying to dig myself out of it. I'm staying with my mother, and that's the scenario that's going on right now. And I understand that you're supposed to have insurance and tags and stuff up to date, but kicking somebody when they're down, I mean, I didn't have the stuff obviously because I don't have the money to. And $600 or $700, I think it is just going to kick me in the dirt even further. You see what I'm?
Yeah, let's go back a little bit. Let's talk about them one at a time. The registration, it was expired. Did you get it renewed?
I haven't driven the vehicle since then. It's broke down. It's stuck in 4-wheel drive low at my mother's house.
Well, that's good if you're on the farm and needing to get around, but not so good if you're trying to get on the freeway.
Right. Yeah. You know, it's literally stuck at the house. I can't go anywhere. I mean, unless you want to go about 12 miles an hour.
No, I got a 4-wheel drive pickup. I know.
Right.
So, and did you say financially you're under stress or something?
Yes, I'm working for my mom's husband, Shane Goldbranson. We do construction. Actually, we're building a metal building right now. They're putting sheet metal up over there, but
Got to be careful with
I-
that sheet metal. It'll cut you in half with a
Yeah,
strong
I
wind.
know. Yeah, and the shortest section we've got is 18.5 feet. So
Dang.
yeah. But what I'm saying, sir, is I don't mind paying the payments or paying the tickets or whatever I've got to do, but I just won't be able to do that all at once. Or I just wish that somebody could work with me somehow. I don't know what my options are.
How much do you think you could pay a month?
Right now, I'm making $100 a day is what he pays me. Granted, I don't get charged rent because I'm staying at my mother's, but I'm trying to put money back to get my RV into a spot somewhere where I can park it instead of living with my mother. And I don't know, I maybe $50 a month.
Okay, well, let's see if the judge will agree to that. And
I mean,
I will
I'm
tell
on
you,
parole. I'm on parole as well, and it costs me. Parole fees aren't that expensive, but driving there cost me another $25 a month. So everything adds up, and
sure.
it's like
Well,
overwhelming.
if you would like, what if we do this? Where are you located? Hazel?
Reno, 680 Miller Road is
Oh,
where I
okay.
reside.
Well, what if we do this? What if we say $50 a month or 4 hours of community service a month? And Reno has a food pantry. You can go help with that.
I would love to do that actually if I can work. Oh shoot, my phone died.
Oh, we can still hear you.
It's dying. It's shutting down. I'll call you.
All right, I guess one more left. We'll see if Mr. Luttrell comes back. So now we know what happened, how a phone looks when it dies.
Well, I guess I should have just told him to keep the camera off. If he saw who it was, I could let him turn it on. So this one is just an iPhone, so we'll have to ask who it is.
Okay. Ooh. Hello, Mr. iPhone, can you unmute yourself, please? Can you unmute yourself? Can you unmute yourself?
Yes.
There,
Can you
there
hear
you
me?
go.
Okay,
All right,
sorry.
yes, I can hear you just fine. What is your name, sir?
Brett Allen Yarborough.
Scarborough. Okay, just a second. I'm Alan Whalen. I'm the prosecutor for the city of Reno. Mr. Yarborough, it looks like you're charged with speeding. My gosh, I don't think I've seen a speed this fast in a really long time. 119 and a 55. How do you plead to that?
Guilty.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I don't know if this is the time. I mean, my basic purpose for wanting to be heard is just to plead to the court and see if there's any way I could get deferred disposition. I know that it was a major error on my part, and I fully understand that. I believe I've got a very good track record. I've never been in trouble in my life. And I just wanted to plead and see if there's a way. I just want to keep this off my insurance, and I have no problem with the fees and all that. I just that's what I was here for.
Okay. I will tell you that generally going more than double the posted speed limit is not something that the judge or I ever offer deferred on to keep off your record. The only possibility might be is if you agree to pay the fine, which is $504.90, perform 40 hours of community service, and take defensive driving school. Maybe the judge will let you do it. You don't have a commercial driver's license or anything, do you?
No, sir.
Okay. Because that is That is really, really fast. You know, if you want to race your car that fast, you can go out to the Raceway, Texas Motor Speedway on Friday nights and do that. And you may already know that and may already do that. I don't know.
Yes, sir. I do. And I've been to other tracks. My brother-in-law was here from Indiana, the first time he ever came down to visit my sister and my brother-in-law. And just a very errant judgment, took him out in one of my cars for a second and thought I had a good clean road ahead of me for a minute. And I didn't realize I had gone that quickly, but obviously the officer reminded me that I was really hauling. And, I stopped immediately and
I'm surprised he caught you.
No, I literally I was stopped before he even got turned around. I knew what I had done. I pulled right over and gave him my paperwork. And, I have tracks and I do that stuff, and I don't normally do that. You would never see me in the city of Reno again doing something like that.
Right. Well, I'm not outlawing you. I know, just ask you to keep it under the speed limit. Well, and if the judge doesn't go along with that, then I guess it'd just be a matter of paying the fine. So, I mean, doesn't hurt to ask him, and we'll ask him. And if he says no, then I guess when could you pay the 504.90?
Oh, I can pay it anytime. It's fine. I can pay it right now, whatever's needed.
Okay. Well, let's check with him first, and you'd have 90 if he approves what I'm offering you. You just need to pay it, and then I'll give you 90 days to complete defensive driving school and the 40 hours of community service, and then don't get any more tickets for the next 6 months, okay?
Question would be is just how do I do the community service? I do have a full career, and I just, how do I go about doing that? I don't know. The weekend.
Weekends. I know I'm in Grapevine right now, and I know we have at least once a month trash cleanup days around the lake. I know different communities have different things. I know Reno has a food pantry, and that's after hours in the evening and things like that. So, like I said, I'm giving you 3 months to do 40 hours, which
Yes, sir.
sounds like a lot, but if you just do like 4 or 5 hours
Yes, sir.
a week, you'll knock it out in a month, just about. So maybe
Okay.
it's 2 months, I don't know. Anyway, but if you want to try that, we can ask the judge. Hopefully he doesn't scream and yell at us for, or me for even
Yes.
offering it. But
Okay.
but I'm willing to try, and who knows? Maybe he'll be in a good mood, and
Okay.
go along with it. So we'll see.
All right. How does that work?
He's fixing to join us on the
Okay.
Zoom call, so we'll
Okay.
know within the next couple of minutes.
Okay.
And I'll explain to him as much as I think he'll tolerate.
All right. Best all I can do is ask,
That's right.
And
So
forgiveness.
the old saying is, it doesn't hurt to ask. Well, sometimes it does. All right, Judge Minter, this is Mr. Brett Allen Yarborough. He is setting our speed record today for the fastest ticket, 119 miles per hour in a 55. In his defense, he is a race car driver, and he does go out to Texas Motor Speedway and race cars. And for whatever reason, his brother-in-law was in town, and they were out just for a few minutes. And he said the speed got away from him. He's willing to pay the fine at 504.90. He's requesting deferred disposition, agreed to pay 40 or do 40 hours of community service and defensive driving school within the next 90 days. He's going to pay the fine today, as long as he doesn't get another ticket for the next 6 months. But I told him this is going to be a hard sell.
Is that your agreement with the prosecutor, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. That agreement, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty, sir.
I'm gonna approve this. All right. And I'm gonna hope that we don't ever see you back in this courtroom with charged with something like this again. All right. You know what reckless driving is?
Yes, sir. I'm fully aware, and it was 100% my fault.
Well, I'm surprised the officer, he didn't charge you with reckless driving. That's his option, but he must have found some reason not to. So I'll follow your guys' agreement, entered into the records for. Thank you very much and good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Yarborough, I'm Monica Parsons. I'm the court clerk here at the city of Reno. I'll be in touch with you later this afternoon.
Okay.
Do judgment and possibly take payment and answer any questions you have, okay?
Okay. I'm sorry. You said you were going to call me?
I'll call you. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Thank you for your time. You're free to go.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. All right.
All right, take care, Mr. Yarborough.
Thank you. Bye.
Well, I hate to put the judge in that position because
He
that's
didn't
so
want to
dangerous.
do that.
Do what?
Didn't want to do that, but he sure was nice. Anyways, I have Latrell
Oh, he's back
on the phone here. So
with
I'm
a
gonna
different phone, hopefully.
yes.
Dang, that kind of hurts me whenever I ask the judge to do something I know he doesn't want to do. I'm not that kind of person to ask people to do stuff they don't want to do.
That was a tough one. Okay, so Cameron Latrell.
Okay, but make sure on Yarborough, going back to him, that you've got him down for 6 months deferred. That's big for me. They got to know they can't get another ticket for 6 months.
Guilty, CSC, probation, and community service.
40 hours community service, DSC within 90 days, payment of the fine as soon as possible. Today, preferably tomorrow, latest.
So the driving safety course and community service within 90 days?
Correct.
Gotcha.
You feel like you're learning this stuff yet?
Yes. I do have a lot of questions. Like, I mean, there's one question I had earlier on the Arizona guy that I wanted to ask, and I guess I can ask you now is, if he brought it to court, it was a ran a red light, right? If he brought it to court in jury trial or bench trial and he found guilty, how would that have affected him trying to get a driver's license or his new Texas driver's license?
Probably wouldn't affect him if he's going to go in within the next couple of months and get a driver's license.
Exactly.
Right.
They already had the driver's license, and then he found guilty months later.
Yeah, they don't have time to go back and check records. I don't imagine anybody would have revoked his license. Now the judge could have ordered it.
Gotcha. All right. So let me get Latrell on here.
Okay.
Keep saying Latrell. What his name? Cameron. Cameron, can you hear me okay? Cameron?
I can.
Okay. Can you hear him, Alan?
Yes, I can hear you fine, Mr. Luttrell. I think we were to the point where we were talking about you were in a financial hardship and you were wanting to see about maybe doing community service hours, $50 a week. I mean, $50 a month payment or 4 hours of community service a month, and then pay it off that way. Is that correct?
That would be fantastic. I guess that would equal to up to about the next year and a half or so doing community service. Not literally.
Yeah.
But
Now you can do more community service and get it behind you quicker if you wanted to. I just didn't want to paint you into a corner.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Latrell, Prosecutor Mr. Whalen mentioned that you can do more than 4 hours at a time if you're able.
Okay. Yeah. What time is the, do they do the food drives and things like that?
I can give you that information later, sir.
Okay.
We'd like to try to go ahead and get the judge on the line if you and
Yes, absolutely. Please, I'm sorry.
And it'll be consecutive. That is, he'll pay off one and then he'll pay off the other. He doesn't have to do $50 a piece and 4 hours of community service on each one per month.
Okay. That's whatever we have to do is perfect for me.
Okay, and you're going to be pleading guilty to both of them. Is that correct?
Yes, I absolutely.
Okay.
So,
Okay, then we'll get the judge on the line. And I'll explain to him the offer, and then he's going to ask you how you plead and if you're in agreement with that, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll ask Judge Minter to join us. Hello, Judge Minter. We have Mr. Cameron Michael Luttrell on the phone with Monica. He has a expired registration license plate ticket and a no insurance ticket. He's pleading guilty to both. He's on probation right now. He's making pretty good money helping his stepdad out. But anyway, the fines total $662.90. He's in agreement to pay $50 a month or perform 4 hours of community service. He's on, I think I said this already, he's on probation right now. So he doesn't have, he's got other financial obligations, even though he's living at home with his mom and working with his stepdad. And anyway, I did that through law school. So nothing wrong with that. Just, paying the bills right now. But as long as he does that, he's pleading guilty. Mr. Luttrell, I think I forgot to tell you that since you're getting more than 30 days to pay on both these, there would be a state mandated $15 time to pay fee on each one. That's a one-time fee, not every month.
Okay, that's understandable.
Okay.
All right, sir, is that your understanding, the agreement you made with the prosecutor? Monica, you may have to help us here. Is that your agreement? Did the prosecutor correctly state the agreement you made with him?
Yes.
Okay. All right. To that agreement, how do you plead, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest or
All right, sir. I'll accept your plea. We'll enter the agreement into the records of the court. Thank you very much and good luck to you, sir.
all right, thank you.
All right, Mr. Luttrell, I will be in touch with you later this afternoon or probably tomorrow morning to discuss the plea judgment and answer any questions you have. And
What time
also
are you gonna be there till?
here till 5.
Okay, I may be able to swing by there on my way home from work. We're fixing to leave here and run it, so.
Okay, that sounds good, and I'll have some paperwork for you.
All right.
Thank
Okay,
you, sir.
thank you.
Bye.
All right, bye.
I wanted to